Everyone's chasing 11/11 discounts, the notifications, the countdowns, the rush to grab that deal of the year. But some people don't even care. They scroll past the biggest sales like it's nothing. No excitement, no FOMO, just calm. Why? What's really going on in their minds? Are they smarter or just different? If you've ever added something to your cart just because it was on sale, this video is your mirror, your story. Because today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who don't care about discounts, and how understanding this mindset can completely change the way you spend, and even how you see yourself. Before we go deeper, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because here we explore the real psychology behind everyday behavior, the kind of insights that help you understand yourself and the people around you better. Now, let's start with a simple truth. Discounts aren't just about saving money. They're about triggering emotion. Every flashing banner, every limited time offer, every countdown clock is designed to make you feel something. That little spark of excitement you get when you see 70% off, that's dopamine. Your brain's reward chemical lighting up, telling you you're winning. It feels good, doesn't it? Like you're outsmarting the system. But the reality is, the system is outsmarting you. People who don't care about discounts have learned to step out of that emotional loop. They've trained themselves not to chase that instant rush. They've built awareness around the tricks of marketing psychology: urgency, scarcity, fear of missing out. And because they understand these triggers, they control their decisions instead of being controlled by them. For them, not buying isn't about arrogance or indifference. It's about emotional control. Think about it. How often have you bought something simply because it was too good of a deal to miss, only to later realize you didn't really need it? That's the power of emotional shopping. The people who ignore discounts have learned to pause before reacting. They ask themselves one powerful question: would I still want this if it wasn't on sale? That simple pause shifts the entire mindset from impulse to intention. It's not that they don't like good deals. It's that they refuse to let emotion dictate their wallet. Another key factor is time and energy. Most of us think about money when we talk about saving, but very few think about the mental cost of chasing deals. Hours spent scrolling through products, comparing prices, waiting for flash sales, and tracking coupons. That's energy. And energy is life. The people who skip discounts often value their peace of mind more than the few dollars they might save. They'd rather pay full price once, get what they need, and move on. It's not about overspending. It's about choosing clarity over clutter, because sometimes the cheapest price costs you the most peace. There's also something deeper: identity. For many people, not caring about discounts is part of their personality and self-worth. It's their quiet way of saying, I decide what's valuable to me. They don't rely on price tags to feel smart or successful. Their self-esteem doesn't come from chasing bargains. It comes from knowing what they want and why they want it. That mindset shows emotional maturity, a sense of self that isn't influenced by marketing hype or social comparison. Maybe that's why these people often appear calm, confident, and unbothered by trends. They're not rushing to win a deal because they've already won in another way. They've mastered self-control. They've learned that true satisfaction doesn't come from saving money. It comes from spending it intentionally. They buy less, but they buy better. And in a world that constantly tells you to buy more, that kind of discipline is rare. So, are they smarter or just different? Maybe a little bit of both. Smarter, because they see through the psychological games behind discounts. Different, because they find happiness in freedom, not in frenzy. They don't wait for sales to decide when they can have something. They decide for themselves. And maybe that's the real definition of wealth. Not about how much money you have, but how little your emotions can be manipulated. Next time you see someone ignoring a massive sale, don't assume they're missing out. Maybe they've already found something more valuable: peace of mind. Because sometimes, the smartest buy isn't the one with the biggest discount. It's the one that leaves you feeling calm, confident, and in control. If this made you think or reflect for a moment, hit that subscribe button and join our community of curious minds who love exploring human behavior and self-awareness. Because the more we understand why we act the way we do, the easier it becomes to make decisions that truly align with who we are. And if you've ever paused during a sale and thought, I don't really need this, even if it's cheap, that's growth, that's awareness. That's your story. You're not missing out. You're just waking up. So maybe people who don't care about discounts aren't cold or careless. Maybe they've just realized something most of us are still learning, that the real deal isn't about saving money. It's about saving your peace.